Hi, everybody's visit here. It's a labor of love, and I love doing videos that answer questions for people and try to kind of think about what you might be worried about. In this video, I would love your feedback and comments below on things that you are concerned about that maybe I haven't covered in all of these videos here, and things that might be keeping you from entering the field. And so just comment below. I usually answer comments and quite very quickly. And let me know if there's something that's weighing on your mind about this particular career, okay? So we do face boulders as we start walking down this road, and I want to help remove some of those if that's a worry for you and it's stopping you. So let me ask you some questions in the meantime, but please, I'd love feedback on the question I asked. What are those worries that you're thinking that are in your head right now? So regarding making a career change, my recommendation is that you get a notebook of some kind or a journal and just write down, number one, your why. Why do you want to make the change? If it's totally, if the only thing is because you went on Google and you saw that, and you went on Google and you saw that the average salary was in the 50,000s, then I would say don't do it for that reason, because that is not real. That's not a real salary. They took everybody's salary all over the US, put it in one, and they didn't section it out into beginners, mid-level, very experienced, didn't do any of that. So I'm not going to answer what people are making or what you should expect to make, not going down that road, because every law firm is different. What is your why? Aside from the fact that you thought you could make $50,000 with zero knowledge, legal knowledge, but what is the reason that you want to leave, you're doing what you're doing and want to switch over to this, okay? And this is a quote from a coach that I love named Jim Rohn. And Jim is like loved by so many of his players because he's a great person and he cares about his players. And he said this: learn to be happy with what you have while you pursue all that you want. So it's hard to be happy if the person is a real pain, right? That you're currently with. Been in that position. I totally get it in a corporate job. So it's what pushed me into legal. And I looked at this as a pursuit of a career, not a 9-to-5 job. And when you change your mindset on that, it's everything. So you're building something for yourself when you go into the legal field. And yes, you're an employee. But when you stop looking at it as a 9-to-5 and you're building something for yourself that gives you more flexibility to move around if you have to, then you got it nailed. All right, so what's your why for changing? Number two, what am I missing in the current career that I want in the new one? What's the deep-rooted need besides the person might be a pain? But that, what do I want out of this in this career? Why do I want to even think about it? Number three, what do I have in my current job that might be hard to give up? Now, I talked about this before. In a corporate job I had in New Jersey, I felt like my coworkers were my family. My boss was a fantastic mentor. Yeah, there were some people there that were, they were having one of the high muckety mucks was having 3 martini lunches and would come back kind of, a little plowed, but or more than plowed, and he had a problem with that. But aside from that person, this was a place that was like family, and half of these people I invited to, or more than half, invited to my wedding. So they were friends, and they were for the most part, lovely people. So if I was at a job like that and I'm looking at the paralegal field, it would be hard to leave my coworkers, but it would be to improve myself. That would be my personal answer. What's yours? Why do you want to leave? Is there something good that you would be leaving behind that may be keeping you in the job? Number 4, do I really understand what this career is about? Do I have the scoop? Do I have a bead on what this career is about? If you need an insider's view, go check out my book. You can download it in the Kindle format and start reading it in 5 minutes. It's called Legal Break-In, and it's on Amazon. But if you already have the insider scoop and you're ready to jump, then go do it. But if you don't, what is it that you wish you knew? To know what it's not. It's not that you're going to be considered an attorney, because attorneys give advice and they have to go through a very stringent background check and licensing, and they have to take the bar exam after college. That's numero uno. But then they go through a rigid, strict, comprehensive background check that for some, they end up not being admitted where they can practice law. So it's really tough. And we're not that. We are assistants to the attorney. So do you have that inside scoop on what this career is about? That's very necessary so that you're not disappointed or shocked when you go into it, so that you know what the reality is of being a paralegal. And then number 5, can you leverage, sorry guys, the stream is trying to cut out. Do you have office experience now? You know, that's a big part of what we do, is filing and typing and answering the phone, greeting people sometimes as they walk in the door. Sometimes we're the jack of all or Jill of all trades. We're doing a lot in a day. The typing speed has to be, you know, more than 40 to 45 words a minute. It has to be up there because our workload is heavy. It's highly clerical, but also we get to we're really like detectives when we're meeting a client and getting information, talking to them on the phone. Sometimes they tell us stuff they wouldn't tell the attorney. Then we pass it on to the attorney so that the attorney has a true picture of everything. So it's, you know, we have a definite role, but that role is multifaceted. And it's definitely not one of an attorney. So make sure that you understand what the reality is of this career. And then, can your current experience or past experience help get the foot in the door? So step number 1 is get my book, Legal Break-In, so that you get that that insider's view. Number 2, I would say jump into the course when it is offered again, and it'll be offered in the summer, that called Paralegal Inner Circle class. I'll post it. And that is it for today. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'd love to know what your worries are, what your concerns are as you're looking at this field, and you feel that you're never going to find the answer. Ask below, and I'll see what I can do for you. All right, have a great day. Loved having you here with me and everybody watching on replay, and I will talk to you in the next live. Take care. Bye.